Welcome to the Patchwork for tonight's match between Lisbeth Braun and Zahra Al-Amin. Representing Lion City Stables and sponsored by Defiance Industries, Lisbeth Braun is fighting in her Griffin. She's replaced its usual long-range missile launcher with a trio of SRM-6s to hit hard up close. Her first match of the Invitational was a tough loss to Dayajit Dewana, where she had trouble staying on her feet and then blacked out after a fall to lose the match. She'll be looking to do better with her piloting tonight so that she can avoid a second loss in a row. From Silver Dragon Stables, we have Zahra Al-Amin in her Phoenix Hawk. Her mech has been customized with improved lasers, a supercharger, and a targeting computer to make it fast and accurate. Arnie Belrose defeated her in the first match of the Invitational, so like Braun, she's feeling pressure to win this match to avoid being at the bottom of the standings for the first grouping. For this match, Al-Amin is being controlled by my brother Jake. And now to the Patchwork, where both mech warriors are ready for the fight to begin. Al-Amin is eager for battle and runs straight towards Braun as soon as the fight begins. Braun sees the opportunity, fires her jump jets, and comes down right behind the Phoenix Hawk. Al-Amin twists around and fires all three of her right arm lasers at Braun as she lands. All three of those hit, melting armor from the left arm and right leg of the Griffin. Braun fires everything as she lands, but only hits with 6 missiles that scatter damage across the back and limbs of the Phoenix Hawk. Needing to shake Braun, Al-Amin fires her jump jets and comes down in a thick stand of trees. Braun runs to stay mobile, but rather than closing in, she circles at a distance. Al-Amin twists to the right and fires as she lands. She melts armor from the Griffin's torso with her large laser and one of the medium pulse lasers. Braun fires back with everything she has, but between Al-Amin's jump and the trees, nothing hits. Unsure what Al-Amin's going to do next, Braun just cautiously backs up into some trees. Al-Amin engages her supercharger, runs right across one of the patches of gravel, and then manages to get right behind Braun. Braun tracks Al-Amin with her right arm's PPC and scores a hit right to her center torso. Al-Amin scores hits with all of her lasers. Most of the damage goes to Braun's right arm. Then Al-Amin kicks out and crumples armor on the Griffin's left leg. Braun runs towards the other side of the arena and puts a gravel patch between her and Al-Amin. Eager to get back into Braun's rear arc, Al-Amin risks using her supercharger again. Looks like the supercharger misfired, burning itself out and damaging Al-Amin's engine. Despite the misfire, she still gets enough of a speed boost this time to get behind Braun. Again, Braun can only bring her PPC to bear. She scores a glancing hit to the Phoenix Hawk's left side. Al-Amin holds back with her small lasers, but hits with the other 3. One of the medium pulse lasers burns into the Griffin's center torso and damages its engine. Al-Amin kicks out at the Griffin, fails to connect, and then loses her balance and goes down hard. Al-Amin pushes her Phoenix Hawk to its feet and then backs onto one of the gravel patches. After some hesitation, Braun decides to stay mobile and runs out in a circle to keep some distance between her and Al-Amin. Al-Amin hits with both of her medium pulse lasers. One melts armor on the center torso and the other burns into the internals of Braun's right arm. Then her small laser misses. Braun's PPC hits Al-Amin's right arm and then 4 missiles leave craters across the Phoenix Hawk's armor. Looking to maintain some distance, Braun backs towards the edge of the arena. Al-Amin runs after her and makes it into the woods for cover. She has to be missing her supercharger here, though. It would have let her get right behind the Griffin. Braun fires at Al-Amin as she charges in. Her PPC gets a glancing hit against the Phoenix Hawk's left leg, but her missiles just corkscrew into the distance. Al-Amin's large laser takes off the Griffin's arm, and then one of her pulse lasers hits the Griffin's head, too. Braun is going to be shaken up after this. With Braun's Griffin in bad shape, Al-Amin decides to just reposition in those woods. Braun runs towards the center of the arena to make herself a more difficult target and get a better shot at Al-Amin's Phoenix Hawk. Al-Amin fires 3 lasers and hits with all of them, melting armor from the Griffin's torso. Braun fires 18 missiles at Al-Amin's Phoenix Hawk, but only 2 of them manage to connect. Feeling confident after that last exchange of fire, Al-Amin stands her ground in the woods. Braun sees an opportunity and runs to get behind Al-Amin's Phoenix Hawk. Al-Amin twists around to fire her right arm lasers at Braun. Her large laser melts into the Griffin's left arm, and then her medium pulse laser burns armor from its torso. 8 of Braun's missiles hit the back of the Phoenix Hawk, cratering the thin rear armor and blowing into internal systems. She follows that up with a swing of her left fist, but fails to connect. Al-Amin fires her jump jets for a short hop within the woods. I think she's just trying to make herself a little bit harder to hit. Braun runs to circle behind the Phoenix Hawk again. Al-Amin has to twist around to fire behind herself again. This time she only gets a glancing hit to the Griffin's left leg. Braun only hits with one of her missile launchers, but one of those SRMs really messed up Al-Amin's left leg. The Phoenix Hawk falls down hard on its left side, and then it goes still. With Al-Amin lying still, Braun repositions her Griffin to look down at the Phoenix Hawk's back. Showing none of the mercy that Dawana had for her when she was down and unconscious, Braun unleashes all 18 of her missiles into the back of Al-Amin's Phoenix Hawk, shattering its fusion reactor and shutting it down. Al-Amin's come to, but with the Phoenix Hawk's engine destroyed, this fight is over. Congratulations to Lisbeth Braun on her win in tonight's match.